Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. First, let me say to all of you that I'm thrilled to be part of a group of caring people who are making the world a happier and healthier place in which to live. Congratulations to everyone. How fortunate we are to have a center that promotes good health and encourages prevention of illness using our own natural healing abilities. Today I would like to speak with you about the importance of MOA in caring for patients. Mokichi Okada, founder of MOA, wrote in his book, Saving and Rescuing America, quote, "I am definite that if this trend continues, where the number of illnesses increase year by year at this speed, a great country like that of the USA will deteriorate within a century. I cannot imagine any other country except the USA to promote and maintain world peace. For that, it is of urgent importance to maintain good health by the citizens of the USA. It is an utmost condition for the world peace and happiness of humanity." End of quote. I am amazed how his predictions from 60 years ago are becoming a reality. U.S. healthcare must be functional in order to improve the health of its citizens. By integrating a holistic approach to care for our spirit, mind, and bodies, we will be improving the functionality of U.S. healthcare and the health of an entire nation. The U.S. spends twice as much on healthcare per person compared to many other countries, but we are not in the top 20, rather number 50 on the longevity chart. We have to bring care back to the healthcare system. Let me tell you a little bit about myself and my personal journey in finding healing with the help of MOA. I am a registered nurse, having graduated from the Misericordia General Hospital School of Nursing in 1985 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. The experience I come with is vast, having worked in the emergency room, endoscopy department, recovery room, and at present, the quality management department at Maui Memorial Medical Center. I have worked in over a dozen hospitals throughout my career and interacted with thousands of patients across Canada and the US, eventually settling on the Valley Isle of Maui 8 years ago. My first introduction to MOA Maui was a wonderful practitioner by the name of Norman Oshiro. Initially arriving at the Center for Massage Therapy, I gradually became aware of purifying therapy, which was a method that was very new to me. In spending hours talking to Norman, that not only are we here on earth working on ourselves, but that of our ancestors, I enrolled in a course at MOA called Spiritual Chords, and learning that fever, illness, accidents, and cancer are necessary and not seen as a negative experience, but a means to ultimately come to a place of healing. I wanted to know more about achieving paradise on earth, as Mr. Okada describes in his teachings. Enrolling in the Purifying Therapy Basic Certification course, I began my journey that ultimately led me to healing when my body started shutting down 3 years ago and I became seriously ill. I was working long hours, weekends, nights, on call, in critical care. Working 6 days a week under high stress, I became exhausted caring for patients with multiple system problems. As we know, patients are now sicker than ever with multiple health problems to overcome. Many times I cared for people with infectious diseases that came to me on isolation precautions, meaning I had to wear a gown, a mask, and gloves to protect not only my patients but myself. Having been exposed to a serious infection called Pseudomonas, I found myself very ill with a productive cough, fever, and lethargy like I had never before experienced. My body was shutting down, and quickly. Every level was affected, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. I was unable to work and barely capable of taking myself out for a short walk. My condition improved slightly after the first round of antibiotics, but only for a short number of days. I then went on to a second round of antibiotics, a very potent drug with ultimately no change in my health. It was then that I realized I needed help on a whole different level and sought help at MOA. With the assistance from the Healthy Life Networks of Maui, I began my journey back to health. Now others are benefiting from my practice. I have faith and belief in this method and am confident that it works. I have administered OPT to others and have seen it work firsthand. Thank you for the opportunity to share my thoughts. And again, I am delighted to know that such a model of integrative medicine is being created in the heart of Honolulu. I hope to offer my support and expand integrative medicine models to Maui and beyond. Thank you.